Business and Diplomatic Summit is the first, and we are very happy that this first took place in Biarritz.
And so finally, to stay on the what's new, Carlo, at Microsoft, you have a plan for AI, and you have strong engagement in France, in all the territories. Would you give us more information, an update about that?
Yeah, well, maybe I will surprise the audience, but I would say as a starting point that although we always think about AI as a technology, of course it's a technology, it's a very powerful one, it's one that will bring a revolution, fine, we understood that. But I think that the number one element we need to have in our mind is that innovation, including innovation with AI, is mainly cultural and mindset driven rather than technology. AI is tools, is more powerful computing that understands better and faster and can help people to achieve things, get the job done, but without the culture in the enterprise and without the right skills and mindset, you will not achieve this. Now, the only difference between the previous waves of technology, I would say it's so powerful and it's going so fast that the cost of no-innovation is higher than ever before. So it's a question of mentality and culture, but it's a question also of speed. So what we have done in the last 16 months at Microsoft with a number of organizations, we are focused on three things. One is share everything we learn with 45 organizations, with our big system integrators, clients, partners, startups, just to learn faster and to be able to share faster with our ecosystem what we have learned about how to implement these new technologies. And it's giving great results. We talk about ethics, we talk about how to use AI for good and not AI to be mean to people. And it's very important. Second is creating ecosystems, territories, startups with big companies, also large companies with other large companies. Innovation is more and more a question of being a platform yourself and then be able to create value doing platform-to-platform connections. So the ecosystems are absolutely key. And finance, financial services, of course, is one key ecosystem in France. And the third one is skills. And skills, it means not only data scientists, of course, we're going to help those, but existing IT professionals that need to improve their skills, but also all business decision makers, all employees of the company actually need to digest the concept and be able to explain how it works. And then we never forget kids, because actually they are the new generation that will bring innovation in 10 to 15 years, and we need to prepare them to understand what they already have in their hands in a smartphone, and probably they will create the next wave of innovation.
Actually, I think you say a word that it's very important for people here. It is the word ecosystem. And when we talk about AI, it's about innovating with an ecosystem. Startups, of course, but and so on.
Yeah, I went away from France. I've been here for 20 years, but in the last 5 years I was in Italy, and I came back just 1.5 years ago. What has been achieved in France in terms of French tech in the last 5-6 years is just amazing. This year, VC in France will be 5 billion. It's huge. It was 500 million 6 years ago. So it's really fantastic. Now, the next thing is how do we leverage this to bring this innovation in the large corporations and create disruption together rather than one versus the others. It's together, it's platform to platform, ecosystems.
Totally agree. Jean-Paul, what do you think is the impact of AI in the local ecosystems? What you see from your perspective?
Yeah, we're clearly part of this ecosystem Carlo mentioned. And finally, there are two questions. The first one is, why did you invite a regional banker to talk about AI and treasuries? And thank you. Warmly thank you for this invitation. And the second one is how AI can contribute to the economic development of a region like the one I know. Pyrénées-Gascogne has a market share of 45% of its territory, and 1 out of 2 inhabitants of the region is a shareholder of the bank. So it's very important to understand that. And fundamentally, compared to other financial institutions, our 100 million euro net income is not distributed, not capitalized to reinforce our equity ratio. That's to say that our bottom line is not an objective per se, but it is a means. It is a means to develop and to help the economic players to grow. And we have finally a real economic, social, even societal utility and role on a region. So what does it mean for a regional bank to be useful to the development of our territory in 2020? We finally answer the question by saying that we must explain, we must accompany, we must promote the transition of our territory. Digital transition, energy transition, economic transition, demographic transition. So that's the whole role. And as we have significant financial resources, as we have easy access to technology, as we have people very well trained and capable to have this advice or innovation, we can be a sparring partner to our clients. And finally, to help us understand this digital transition. And we're going to talk about that with Carlo about the AI school we are launching in Biarritz later on. The second question is how AI can be developed at a tremendous level for the economic development of a region like the one I know, without any metropolis. Biarritz is a very small city. It's 25,000 people, but it's not a very large metropolis. At least, I think three factors should be considered. The first one is about technology, the reduction of cost, the improvement of productivity that can be achieved by the use of technology, and it is accessible from anywhere on the planet. You do not need anymore to be a giant. You do not need to. You need also only to be curious and to apprehend the technology as a change factor of your business model. The second one is logistics. Now you can sell products or address physically or digitally products or services to anywhere on the world, from anywhere on the world. And the third one is access to knowledge and training digitally that can give you the possibility to hire people from anywhere in the world. And I would like to end this point by a very concrete example. Espelette. Espelette is a very little charming village in the Basque Country, very well known for its papers. In 2010, a startup is set up there with a very traditional know-how. It's the artisanal manufacturers of horse saddles. But the guy who launched the startup is 40 years old. He lived 6 years in New York City. He's very curious, he's very innovative, and he's Basque. And in 2014, I guess he returned from the USA saying, we are a digital company. Voltaire, the name of the company, is a digital company. It's not trivial when you make horse saddles to say that you are a digital company. His idea is to have onboard technology to generate data on the speed of the horse, speed of the length or the height of the jumps on the horse. And the result is that now the company is 183 people, it's 60 million turnover, and it was an example shown to the world leaders during the G7 meeting.
It's a very good example of developing an ecosystem. And to say an example, Carlo, AI for finance at Microsoft, I'm sure you have so many use cases of AI impacting your financial clients.
Yeah, I'll be very short because actually the best is to see the demos on the ground floor. So if you have the time to go to the Microsoft stand, you will find actually just two things. First, we explain all the artificial intelligence which is infused in our products and that you can already use, because I guess most of you already have some Microsoft products you're using. Well, guess what? You have a lot of technology inside that you can leverage to get more automation, more productivity, and so on. But then the best is, we have startups here that we are selecting from the French ecosystem because we believe they have a sound value proposition, very vertical. So we have 3 examples here with Zelros, Dreamworks and Shift Technology. They do targeting and qualification in the insurance market, in the banking market, and fraud detection and management. Very specific. They solve an issue. They are good. They are on our platform, so they're solid. They can scale, and we want to have them scale not only from a technical perspective, from a business perspective. We want to open doors for them internationally. So if they are successful here in France, that's what we want to do. If we are able to get them successful here with all our French clients, then we can have them scale to Europe and scale to the world. It's very difficult probably today to create a Facebook in Paris, but to create some digital transformation assets with our new entrepreneurs and help them to scale, that is a great ecosystem play.
Indeed. Well, we have 3 minutes left. Maybe the last and most important question. You built, Microsoft and Crédit Agricole, a school of AI, l'École de l'IA, in Biarritz. Can you tell us more about that and what are the first results?
Well, we just announced it before the summer with Jean-Paul. The idea, actually, we started this 1 year ago at Microsoft just to demonstrate that taking kids that, as Jean-Paul was saying, if they are curious and if they have some basic elements of mathematics and statistics and a programming, code, then they can be artisan, so they can become developers in an artificial intelligence project. So we gave them 7 months of deep education, and then they go and have, in the first promotion, in the first school, they had a 12 months contract with our partner ecosystem. So we developed the methodology, and now we are opening to do this not only with our system integrators, but also with some clients. And so I was super happy that Jean-Paul and Crédit Agricole are the first client deciding to have one of these classrooms in Biarritz. So we have a new location, and it's great because we discovered that we totally share this idea of curiosity and knowledge. Wherever it is in the right territory, then you can become something, you can develop something. And so Biarritz is a fantastic place with great quality of living, and so we decided to do this.
You're right. As I said earlier, our role is to help local businesses to understand the digital, the technological transition. And finally, we decided with Carlo to launch this AI school. It's going to be a way to train 20 to 25 people each year. Crédit Agricole Biarritz decided to fully fund this school. It's more or less 10,000 euro budget per student. All the promotion, the 20, the 25 students are already recruited by local companies. That's to say, it's really a need for the local companies. Ourselves, we're going to recruit 3 of them to accelerate our AI development. But we hope it will be a great success, and that Microsoft and Saint-Cloud will have over AI school all over France.
And it's the first step of your project, because in 1 year,
that's right.
More.
Yeah, right. We will be hosting this AI school in one building that we are currently building in Biarritz. It will be an 8,000 square meter building that will house co-working offices, places for seminars, accelerator and incubator for startup, and many facilities, restaurants, for sports, and a foundation dedicated to development, artistic and scientific foundation dedicated to the development of the region.
That's a great example of innovation.
Exactly, and how to develop local ecosystems. And so finally, because we spoke a lot about the ecosystems, what is your final word for the ecosystem of AI for finance here?
Well, I would say the final word is skills. All our jobs will change. All our jobs are changing already. So I would recommend everyone here to think about your own job, the job of the people in your team. How are you going to prepare them for this wave of innovation? And it's just a question of curiosity and willingness to transform ourselves. But there's a job to be done, and we need to do it.
my conclusion is I'm very optimistic for the development of traditional banks, even if many consultants tell us that we disagree. I'm very optimistic at the condition we can be technological and human. And finally, my final point is that tomorrow's bankers will no longer be mere financiers or men of risk, but tomorrow's bankers will be women and men that are convinced, deeply convinced, that technology is a great tool for success and progress.
So finally, to conclude is to train people to have skills and to embrace technology in AI and to be augmented.
Yeah, some will be really on the technical side of the equation, and the others will need to understand enough in order to be able to create value on top of the technology for their clients.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.